My fish fam, it's Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother,
I'm
and
here.
we are going to be exploring the red splash of Merfolk with Flame of Anor,
Again.
and also Lightning Bolt.
Oh.
Shout out to Lightning. Well, it's a red card. What did you expect? So why would we want to explore the Flame of Anor version? Well, there's two key things that have changed in the metagame. So first off, there's less Orcish Bowmasters to snipe off our Vidalian Hexcatcher, our Flood Pits Drowner, but most importantly, our newcomer, the Mind Spring Merfolk, which is also a wizard, which is going to trigger our Flame of Anor. And also, not to mention, in the past, builds with the Flame of Anor, because we get to draw two cards from Flame of Anor. And remember, if it's like a command, but if you have a wizard, you get to choose two of these modes. You can draw two cards, destroy an artifact, or deal 5 damage to a creature. So because we can draw like more cards from this thing, we can go lower. We can depend less on the Island Walk Lords. So we're only going to have 5 in the deck, and we still have our Vidalian Hex Catchers over here to still push damage. But if we need a little bit more damage, we do have the Mind Spring Merfolk. Anyway,
Is the car the wizard?
no. There's a this literally a little toy Lego person over here. See, Lego and Wizards has to get together. Wow, yeah. I don't think Hasbro owns Lego. Shame. What a missed opportunity. Mana base, I got no clue about. I mean, we got islands. We got a mountain because we are still playing with Harbinger of the Seas. We got some steam vents, prismatic vista to go find specifically for our mountain or island, scalding tarn, and then 4 spiral bluff canal to reduce the amount of damage that we take from this deck. I am not playing with the surveil land. Now, the reason I'm not playing with the surveil land is because I think they suck. They're like okay. I've played with them a lot. The problem is they don't. Okay, what's better? You want to play with a surveil land that always comes into play tapped, or you want to play with Otawara, or Sink It to Stupor, or Mutavault. Like, all of these cards, in my opinion, are better than any Surveil land. It always comes into play tap, so this is a red source that cannot contribute to your turn 1 Lightning Bolt. And on top of that, late in the game, if you want the value from that Surveil land, you have to fetch it out, which is something I don't want to do. I do not want to be spending more of my life later on in the game. I would like to spend less life. I want more Spire Bluff Canals and less fetch lands. So, like, this 7 fetch lands, that's the most I want to get. So the deal is, I'd rather use these other utility cards. What else we got? We got Consigned Memory, Stern Scolding, Flood Pits Drowner, whatever. We got a mishmash of everything. Now, why would we want to play with this thing? And there's another reason I want to experiment with this, is because Breach is very likely going to be banned in some capacity. Probably Underworld Breach is going to get banned by the end of the month. And I would assume that Energy is going to come back out on top, and I would like to see how well this deck performs versus Energy, because in the past it actually performed pretty damn well, because we can get back into the card advantage race. We can kill off more things turn 1 without damaging our life total so much, and also while killing things and also drawing cards with our Flame of Anor. Okay, with that, let's get into our Modern League. We won the die roll. Our hand sort of sucks. I don't really like it, to be honest, but
There's no car.
it's got spells. Whatever. We have like turn 2 Tide Shaper, turn 3 Hex Catcher, and we can attack with Mutavault. Yeah, I'll just start off with Spire Bluff Canal. And also, maybe Force of Negation will actually get hard cast. Ooh, it is energy. The energy train has arrived. Oh no, it's not energy, it's Storm. That is maybe worse.
Caleb Sure is still in the game.
Yes. Okay, so now I have a question. Do I want to play... I guess I just play Tide Shaper here. Then next round I can play Hex Catcher and just play Tide Shaper for no value. Alternatively, yeah, I think that's just what I'm going to do. So there's maybe a world where I Tide Shaper the mana again. It's just incredibly unlikely to mana screw a Storm deck. It's possible. It's very, very hard. Is this worth countering? Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast.
That's cute.
Maybe it is worth countering.
What is that?
It's an otter.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Because they do have the Hex Catcher, and that's going to make the rest of their game plan. Like, normally you want to... Well, our opponent had a really lucky start with this Elegant Parlor into the Past in Flames over there. Am I in any position to do anything? Okay, I'm going... I don't like this card. Yeah, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Oh, no. Oh, you have to... it has to tick up. Non-creature spells cost. Okay, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card if you draw a card. That's very, very strong. Let's let it resolve. Let's let it resolve.
I wonder what he's painting.
Who knows? Okay, do I play Tide Shaper, hit this mountain? Or... It would be funny if they just ran out of, like, mana sources. Because they do have to pay 3 just to get this thing online, which in that case, then we'll just have to sort of try to force and negate the very most important thing. I have 2 options: play Tide Shaper or this Hex Catcher, and use Tide Shaper as force and negate food. But if I attack for 3, the clock seems very poor, very, very poor clock,
Especially against a storm deck.
Yeah, the storm deck. They don't actually have a lot of lands, so there is a world where they're going to be choked on lands for this one turn.
And they need that red mana.
There's also a world where they just won't, but hopefully they are in the world of no more mana. Well, no more mana world. Well, they still get to use this thing. Okay, Ruby Medallion is going to resolve. They discarded... Oh, that was a land. Okay, well. It's a land, right? It's just a land on the backside, but it comes into play tapped. Okay, I will let this resolve. Well, I could... Well, you know what? I think I'm just going to... This looks very bad right now. Maybe I'm supposed to counter this stupid thing.
It's nice seeing all these old cards again.
Oh, there was one last line I totally forgot about after I played... Because I played Tide Shaper turn 2 with the possibility of playing a Tide Shaper on just 1 mana, which I completely forgot about. I could play it for 1 mana and hold up Hex Catcher, which would counter that Ruby Medallion. And I wouldn't mind countering the Ruby Medallion.
Ruby.
Now I'm in a weird spot where I'm going to sort of let my opponent just do their thing, and I just hope to force and negate this Past in Flames at the end. But they'll probably get like quite a bit of value out of this. Because every single time they cast a spell, they get to discard cards. Oh, they don't want to discard anything? There's a Ral. Well, that's not good news either. Ral could flip.
Flip out.
They won the flip. They'll probably flip this thing.
He won.
Or actually, Ral has a different counter. If you do return him transformed, and because there's a Ral counter. Ugh, I don't like how Magic the Gathering Online doesn't show you the back card anymore. Now, do I want to counter Glimpse the Impossible? No, the problem is, well, there's nothing in here though. Oh no, there is one card. Put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your library, then draw that many cards. Past in Flames costs too little. This is a very strong card. If they hit hard, I could be hit hard. If I get rid of this, can I win this game? I'm going to attack for 6. It's not a lot. So I'm going to attack for 6, only get in 4 damage. Okay, I think I have to let this resolve, and I have to hope they brick. They don't. Not even in the slightest here. It's sort of sad because I have a lot of interaction between Hexcatcher and Force Negation, and we were on the play. Although being on the play actually hurt us a little bit because we didn't know what we were up against, and these Tide Shapers were very, very poor. Now, that being said, the blue-red version should be pretty strong because Flame of Anor can destroy this Ruby Medallion while also simultaneously killing a Ral. That also does work. Okay, I think I'm just supremely dead. Or actually, how can this... They can't ritual here.
Let them burn their clock.
There's no rituals in any of this. I mean, they have to find a ritual or all this stuff is going to go bye-bye. They also need to flip this thing. They won the flip. They might flip it now. Do you want to flip it, or is it too low for you? Nope, too low. Keep finding more Ren's resolves.
As in running the 6?
I guess they could play another Glimpse the Impossible. It only costs 1, right? Okay, but that's it. There's no more mana.
Storm count 8.
Okay, they finally lost the flip. They'll take a damage.
It has the flips.
What do they find? They found... I can't even tell what was... I guess it was these 3 cards. They're going to get 3 triggers, so they have 3 colorless creatures, which is fine. Oh, they have 2 of them. Oh, they didn't use either of the cards. We're sort of flooding out, to be honest. Well, here's the good news. How many Past in Flames are in the graveyard? 2. Oh, there's 2. Okay, that's the bad news, because I can counter one, but I can't really counter the other. Not very easily, anyhow. Yeah, I'm really lacking the mana to do this. Okay, I'm going to attack for...
$1.
A little bit. And they have so much mana. All these damn Eldrazi's. Yeah, I think we're just screwed game 1. They'll go like Past in Flames, cast the other Past in Flames. Oh no, they only have 1 red mana up. Okay, so that actually saves us a little bit. So they have 1 red. Everything else is an island. So this is the only thing that can cast Past in Flames. And now they can't cast any Past in Flames. So they found another Past in Flames. We don't have enough Past in Flames in the multiverse. Okay, they won the flip. Okay, they're gonna flip their Ral. They found a Manamorphose and an artist to artist talent. Wow, these Tide Shapers are actually doing a lot of work. What is the ability? Deal 2 damage, divide as you choose. They're coming after the Tide Shapers. Coming after the Tide Shapers. Well, I'm sorry. We actually might be in a decent spot now. Draw a card if you control a blue permanent, which
You have
control a blue permanent other than Ral. You do not. But they're gonna get Manamorphose next turn or this. No, maybe they don't have it until the end of your next turn. Okay, so yeah, they'll have what's it called? The Manamorphose will be online. What we need now is a Lord of Atlantis. Lord of Atlantis would be 4, 8, 12, 14. Yeah, that's lethal.
Ah,
Not Lord. Not yet, at least. Until your next turn, instant and sorcery spells. So I can just ignore Ral for this turn. Just go all out on the opponent, right? This doesn't really do anything. I guess it makes things slightly more cheaper.
are you gonna hold back?
Hold back what? This is a storm deck. I'm not holding back squat. You know, if they cast Manamorphose next turn, I'm going to force a negate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will force negate that stupid thing.
Who's that in his avatar?
No clue. Creepy person. Some creepy woman. Take a lot of damage, but not enough. Okay, Prismatic Vista, which can find one of my 2 islands. We're gonna really hope our opponent bricked on
Everything.
Yeah, basically. Well, bricked on at least a land. These Tide Shapers are actually doing something.
So now he's going to use Flashback.
Yeah. Oh, they're going for the Pyretic Ritual. Okay, so there's going to be... You may discard a card if you do draw a card. They do not want to discard a card, so I'm going to pitch... Because if they've got a land in hand, I'm screwed anyway.
He's playing to all of his outs.
Because our opponent had... Like, everything's going to be super free.
No more red mana.
But I'm not attacking for lethal yet. But at that point, might be able to sack cards. Well, I really need to draw, like, a creature of some sort.
Yeah, you're going to get your Lord of Atlantis next.
Harbinger of the Seas would be neat. Ah, we're... Rude! Very, 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 very rude.
Swing him.
So if I go all out, they can block with at least 2 creatures. They have to block with 2 creatures, take a ton. What's interesting, though, is the Past in Flames is dead. Because they only have a red. That's it. So what happens here? So what the correct thing to do is use their Ral to maybe kill my Hexcatcher. Is that what's going on here? So Ral kills Hexcat. So I'm going to attack with everything. They'll probably block 2 of these things, take 4, go to 3. Ral kills Hexcatcher. They're getting a few turns out of this still. Ral cannot kill a Tide Shaper, fortunately. I should have done this immediately, because then it might threaten them to like triple block or something. But now they're just going to make the double block, because I'm not really threatening anything else.
He almost dead, though.
Yeah, but they not dead, though.
He's close.
Their kingdom for a land. Another good draw was probably Harbinger of the Seas. Harbinger of the Seas wouldn't have been bad because it would have shut off this mana too. See, they're killing the Hexcatcher. Hexcatcher goes down.
Desperation.
I guess you can play Past in Flames, get a Ruby Medallion. No, can you cast anything from the graveyard, or is it just instant and sorceries? Oh, it's only instants and sorceries. It's such an awkward game for them. They need more red mana. They just don't have it. They got it. Is this game over now?
You're gonna shock.
Okay, let's see. No, they can't. Definitely not gonna shock. Okay, so you Past in Flames. Oh, they want a Pyretic Ritual. Okay, I'm lost. I'm just lost. Yeah, I needed... Well, we sort of ran really bad. We just drew a bunch of lands.
Got him down to 2 life, though.
I know.
It's always that last turn.
Turned out this... I didn't even realize it, but this Hexcatcher play was great. Well, I don't know. This whole game is weird. Our opponent wasn't drawing any lands, and
Might still brick.
we were not drawing any threats or anything for that matter. No, they can't break. They have the entire win condition in the graveyard. Basically. Okay, I'm just going to concede. They don't have to show me anything. They have as much mana as they need, and they're going to go for it.
He was bluffing.
Okay, what do we want here? Potentially Consigned to Memory. It can counter some triggers. Most importantly, it can counter the Medallion. Stern Scolding I don't think is worth it. We'll keep all our removal. First Bolt can go to their face, but it can also kill Ral. Same thing with Flame of Anor. Destroys Medallion, destroys Ral, which are good things. We might want Flood Pit's Drowner just as a flash speed creature. In theory, Harbinger of the Seas can screw them, but I don't like really relying on Harbinger of the Seas. Okay, so we'll take out Harbinger, bring in Tishana's Tidebinder. Is there anything I really want to change? Maybe not.
It's perfect.
Wow, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's not bad. Problem with Consigned to Memory, like when they go for the Storm, it could be too late. Like you screwed by the time that happens. So I would really just be bringing in mostly for the medallion. Yeah, mostly for the medallion. No, I think we can wing it like this. We have like 6 counter spells, some other stuff. Tishana's Tiebinder's fine.
Move history stuck.
This hand has no creatures in it at all. But it has a lot of interaction. Problem is I need one more land to activate the counter spells, and if I draw that land, that means I'm not drawing creatures, so I'm just going to mulligan. It's close, though. It's really close. This hand's fine. We'll keep this, and I guess I'm going to dump Bolt. Maybe I'm going to hold on to this for the red. Well, I could also hold on to this. I don't really want to play this. Okay, I don't know if I need red. So we'll hold on to the Sink into Stupor. Play our Mind Spring.
Yeah. The car of the 21st century.
And we need double blue for this thing anyway. Well, that can solve some problems. Attack for 1. This will probably get a Steam Vents. Just flash in a Flood Pit Strander at end of turn. Reckless Impulse, sure. You have an Artist Talent and a Past in Flames. You can play either of those cards. That's good, actually. Past in Flames is going to disappear.
Just like Breach.
Hopefully our opponent is not planning to, like, kill off our creatures.
Vehicular manslaughter. A lot of people saying Aether Drift sucked. What's your opinion?
Well, I think every set sucks. So, okay, that card was deadly. I really didn't enjoy our opponent playing that against us last time. So let's counter it this time.
Like, did Merfolk... Is Merfolk the only one that came out on top? I don't see any Goblin car. I don't see a Vampire car.
I'm going to value this Mind Spring. It can buff up everything on the board. So I can counter this Artist Talent. And the next turn I can shock in the Sink into Stupor. And then we can play both Flood Pits and activate the Merfolk at the same time.
I don't see a zombie car.
For now I should be also thinking maybe like what wins the fastest. Okay, our opponent's technically at 13 because of this Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Attack for 3, then attack for maybe close to 10. Okay, well, let's just attack for 3, and then we'll hold up everything. I won't have the exhaust up. Oh, actually, if I want exhaust up, I can't attack with this Mind Spring Merfolk. Okay, so then screw that plan completely. This is 3, 6, 8, 9. Oh, we're short. Oh, okay, no, now we're not. Okay, so we have lethal by next turn. Assuming our opponent doesn't, like, go for a victory here. Put a card on top of their deck. They like it.
Ooh,
Maybe I should have just let this resolve.
No.
Whenever you cast a spell, you may discard a card. If you do draw a card. Yeah, I think I should have just let that stupid thing resolve. Why? It's a very rude opponent. That's super rude. Actually, I could bounce it, right? Oh, I guess I could bounce it, then you replay it. You know what? I'm going to bounce. Screw that. F no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I will keep that on the battlefield.
Do you think love can bloom on the battlefield?
Look how much damage they're dealing to themselves here.
This guy will take edges at every opportunity. Ha!
Well, I guess they're still in a position to, like, win next turn.
He tried so hard.
Tishana's Tiebinder helps. Helps a lot, actually. You gonna prismatic this again? I mean, at some point I'll be like, yeah, sure. Well, okay, I can't do nothing about it. Yeah, it's gone. Bye-bye, Hexcatcher. It's long knowing you. Are we gonna win here? Yeah. Oh no, they have still a land drop, right? They still have a land drop.
But do they have a land to drop?
No, apparently not. Okay, I can attack for 5, then bolt them.
Who?
The power of blue-red.
We're seeing it.
I'll just show them. Yeah, this deck's playing lightning bolt.
Clean 0.
Okay, do I want to change anything else?
Yes.
Well, they don't have a plains in their deck, so if they depend on... But they, like, when I look at the Storm list, they don't have that much white removal. It's like a few prismatic endings. Because you could bring Harbinger of the Season. Based on how the first game played, makes me wonder if, like, maybe I'm underestimating Harbinger of the Season this matchup. Because in my mind... They are fools to not, like, fetch out 2 basic mountains first. Like, that should be their priority. And then they play around this crap. Like, this is not hard to play around. But if they play into it, like, yeah, they can be vulnerable. They do technically just need 1 mountain, but if they have only 1 mountain up, then things like Flare of Denial, Force of Negation, and our Sink It to Stupors are more valuable, because we just have to deal with that 1 red spell, that 1 turn, and just wait until next turn. I don't think we're changing anything.
You need Seize Claim. You need Spurting Seas.
That lightning bolts. Even if we lose this match, I think it was worth it.
Andy would be proud.
Maybe. Sand is... It's actually not that slow. It's actually fine.
He mulliganed.
It's good.
Go to 5.
Because we can go turn 1 Mind Sprint. That's what the nice thing about Mind Sprint is, like, I look at Tide Shadow, I was like, oh, that's not good on curve, but actually this is good on curve. So we can go turn 1 Mind Spring, turn 2 Hexcatcher, turn 3 Flame, hopefully blast a either a Ral or something else.
Is that the same Ren as Ren in 6?
Huh?
Is that the same Ren as Ren in 6?
I have no idea. Probably. Yeah, I think that is. I don't know where the 6 is, though. More Ren than 6. See, we can't do anything about that now. Oh, that's good. Okay, so that's some good insurance. So if I draw a Flare of Denial, what's the best way of going about this turn? Maybe Tide Shaper?
Heard they made a Ren in 7.
Because next turn we have to play this Flame of Anor to blow up that ruby medallion. I guess probably the one thing that we're not going to play is this Master of the Pearl Trident. That is not happening.
Lame.
And I might want to keep this thing around late. Like, I might want a Tide Shaper. Let's say we hit this, and then... No, but that seems so mana inefficient. I'll just play this Hexcatcher. Should I just get in the damage?
Yep.
I think yes. I'll just get in this 1 extra point of damage.
If you don't get it in now, then when?
Actually, maybe not. Maybe I'm not going to get in this 1 point of damage. I want them to think about it.
What is he hiding?
Something like that. Yeah, I'm just not going to show. Because I forgot I have Flood Pits in the deck. And that is something that they could consider. Anyway, this honestly fetching an advance probably doesn't look very good.
No, it makes you unpredictable. There's no patterns.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm going for. Yeah.
The AI that your opponent is using has no pattern recognition.
Desperate Ritual. So Hexcatcher is going to be very, very weak here anyway. Glimpse the Impossible. I don't like that card. That card's very strong.
Which is why you must remove it.
So I counter. No, it's not worth a 2-for-1 here. Or is it?
Just get rid of it.
Damn it, Tide Shaper, why didn't I play you? This is like one of those really strong cards, though.
Yeah.
So, but why did you play it like this? You Desperate Ritualed. Oh, because you want to play something else afterwards? I don't get it. Oh, wait. Okay, you were playing around Hexcatcher. I think that's what happened. They're just playing around Hexcatcher. Oh, they still have a mana floating. Okay, we counter both of them. There's a problem, though. Now I can't blow up this ruby medallion.
Yet. It's coming.
I'm not paying attention to their floating mana. Ooh, they screwed up. Tishana's Tiebinder. I guess we'll just pass. We're gonna hit this Wooded Foothills hard. Because they're gonna get the Surveil land, but not anymore. You can't do that versus me, opponent. You can't do that versus me. Yeah. And this is a wizard, so that we can still blow up this ruby medallion.
Oh, you don't want to pay for it? What's wrong?
There's no advantage.
It's about to get worse.
Okay, attack for 3.
Strong card.
Definitely keep this sync. Yeah, we'll just blow this thing up right now. Maybe we'll draw. Okay, we're gonna draw 2 cards, destroy an artifact.
Good job, Daybreak Games.
I will draw the cards. This artifact will get blown up. I did draw a Mutavault, which is good. Also draw a Flare Denial, which is good.
It's looking good.
It is looking good. You're gonna fetch now, aren't you? Yep. They always do that like that. They learned their lesson. And they're looking for like a Past in Flames now. Or anything for that matter.
Desperation mode.
There's something close. They're not snap keeping it or dumping it. Oh, it was a wish. That's pretty yeah, that's brutal. But they're on like what, a few turn clock. I can play a Lord and Tide Shaper, attack for 4, and just have lethal next turn. Yeah, that looks good.
You have a counterspell.
There might be even an even safer way of going about this. Maybe actually I can attack with a Mutavault this turn. Because I don't need the Tide Shaper to be kicked.
Ooh. This is going to hurt, pal. Give me your best shot. Come on.
Oh, you know what I didn't think of? Maybe I do need the island block. Because if they played... Well, I guess if they played the... What's it called? Another one of these Glimpse the Impossibles, I would have countered it. Because they could have made a bunch of blockers. Maybe it doesn't matter. All right.
What do you mean maybe? You won.
We beat Storm. And the red splash helped a lot.
Oh,
you know what? I like blowing up medallions when they're on the battlefield. And guess what? They would have kept that wish if that medallion was still there. If that medallion was still standing, they would have 100% kept that wish. Probably wish for, I don't know.
A different outcome to this game.
It would have been 2 mana. They could have like wished for Anger the Gods. I'm not sure. Well, we had all the answers anyway, so it didn't matter. That was round 1. Let's move on to round 2. Here for round 2, we lost the die roll. Our hand is a keep, though. It's actually a pretty smooth curve. Turn 1, Mind Spring. Turn 2, I don't know, play something. And then by our 3rd land, we'll have Sink into Stupor and Force a Negation up. And maybe we'll refill our hand with Mind Spring. I don't think it's the same deck. They don't play Flooded Strand, I don't think. Ragavani. All right, Ragavan, you're gonna boop me at least once. Boop something useless.
You could have played the car.
Yeah, I could have played either Vile. They're just gonna kill it.
Run over that monkey.
They're just gonna kill my Mind Spring.
Imagine if Harambe was hit by a car, and that's how he somehow died.
Car just runs into the compound of the zoo.
It would have made for a wilder news story, that's for sure. Instead of a kid falling in there, a car.
Make it a trolley, so that like they can combine the trolley meme and Harambe together. Have memes for decades. Memes for What did they find off of me? Oh, Mutavault. Damn it! I could have used that Mutavault. I don't know what this is. It's energy. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's just energy. That is awful. Okay, yeah, we can't let that resolve.
Sorry.
That's a big no-no. Especially since like this is a 1 toughness creature. And we have like a lot of 1 toughness creatures in this deck. Master it is. We definitely have to keep Mind Spring for at least trying to draw a card.
A card.
So far, we're drawing 1 card by next turn. Okay, let's see how well the red splash does in this matchup. I don't want to block it. We need to preserve our own assets. Found a Scalding Tarn. That's great. You're helping me now. Now you're helping me. Get all those lands off the top of my deck. Although I guess I don't hate lands with this card, but I'm pretty much in desperation mode immediately. There's like a bunch of treasures here. I guess they have several Phlages. It's the only way I could understand this board state. Oh, the Seasoned Pyromancer. They're going to discard Phlage probably.
All the old cards are coming back.
Yeah. Oh, no Phlage is discarded. The Static Prison is discarded. They had a bit of a decision there.
I think it's great. Modern is healing. Ooh.
Oh, this was very well timed, sure. Okay, and we have our mountain. Okay, and they just lost the treasures, and I do have the Mind Spring still up. But I am still on the back foot.
You got no lands. Just pass through your turn. You got nothing.
I got no creatures.
Yes, he's passing.
No, they're not. They're attacking. Attack first. These attacks are pitiful because I can block. Well, I mean, I guess they're ahead on life.
Bye, monkey.
Bye. Okay, we need to draw creatures. Creatures galore from here. I'll take it.
It's insurance.
I can afford to attack.
What if this creature was legendary? Wouldn't that suck?
Probably not. I would still be fine with this. They could have made it legendary. It might have balanced the card a little bit. Now this is double. Prepare for trouble
and
make it double. Yeah, I was right. Jesse.
Meowth. That's right.
I think I'm winning this race. That's a 6-turn clock. I have effectively a 4-turn clock because they can chump block once with the elemental. That is really good. I think I can just pop this thing.
Hit him for 5 too. That would accelerate your clock.
I can pop this. Yeah, let's pop this. We might draw something. So we're gonna draw 2 cards and we're gonna destroy. This creature. Actually, do I need to have it pre? No, I don't. I can attack first. See what they do with this token. Okay. Target player draws a card, and Flame does 5 damage. Draw 2, deal 5. We have our basic mount, unfortunately. That's why we got the basic mount. That's fine. Whatever.
It's insurance. Oh, I'm so sorry, opponent.
I'm not. F Boros Energy. F Boros Energy.
Boring.
Okay, what do we want? We want Stern Scolding for sure. We want the last Harbinger of the Seas. We're definitely going to keep the Flame of Anor.
We just saw it doing.
I guess we're going to bring in Flood Pits Drowner. Force Negation actually was sort of a savior, because if that Goblin Bombardment was in play, those... What's it called? Or hold on, maybe we want... What do I want? I don't want Flare of Denial. Maybe I don't want any of these counter spells and just hope they don't play... Or Hexcatcher sort of sucks.
Saved your ass, though.
But Hexcatcher is necessary for Flame of Anor. I can't remember. Hold on, I had some how many creatures? I have 25 creatures. Can I bring in Consign to Memory? Counters some stuff. Counters Seasoned Pyromancer, ETB.
Counters the Goblin Charbelcher, apparently.
Counters... Shut up! Well, it does counter a Charbelcher, but it's not the activation. For anyone that saw the video on my main channel. I could scrap 2 creatures because I don't need all these creatures, especially Hexcatcher. Let's play with 2 Consigned to Memory. I just want to know what it's gonna do. So I know what it can do is it can counter the Static Prison, it can counter Flage, the ETB, and also it can counter Seasoned Pyromancer. And 3 mana for a 2/2 in play is really not that impressive. It's the discard and draw that is the most important. So we'll play with 23 creatures, especially since Hexcatcher is like really crappy on the draw versus energy. Like it's really bad.
Perfect.
I have 1 land.
It's a perfect 7.
This is terrible, actually. No, I'm gonna mulligan this. It's too risky. Too risky. We have a Flame. Okay, I'll keep. Don't really like this hand, to be honest. I guess I'll get rid of the Prismatic Vista because it's the only thing that like damages me. So we can slow the game down with Flood. We have nothing to do on turn 1, but we can slow the game down a bit turn 2. And oh, Flame isn't gonna do anything here. I don't have a Wizard.
And you don't count.
This is just a Merfolk. This is just a Merfolk. This is a Wizard.
When it's activated.
So maybe on turn 4. Well, they kept their hand. What's going on here? Didn't mulligan.
He's paralyzed with fear.
Yeah. I'd also be wondering how I lost that last game. Completely wondering what happened to me. Bolt.
That would be sweet.
Or Stern Scolding. Nope. Well, this is going to be a Clunkaroony.
Nah, it'll work out.
It's going to be a little clunky. Careful, you can't sing too much Disney music on YouTube. They're going to demonetize me. Uh-oh. That's really bad, given like the nature of my hand. Well, I guess we're going to play turn 2 Lord of Atlantis. This is a very slow start by them, though.
Oh!
Well, that's going to change everything I wanted to do. Although, this sucks for different reasons. Okay, so I'll just pass. The problem with Stern Scolding is if I cast it on turn 2, it's not mana efficient. Oh, I guess they were trying to play around Stern Scolding. Maybe. Maybe, possibly.
Maybe, possibly. I haven't seen this card in forever. Oh no, wait, this one's new.
It's just Oslet Pride. I guess I can let it resolve because if it exchanges itself for my Flood Pit Strandr, that's okay. Like that's like a fair trade. If they trade Oslet Pride for the with their Goblin Bombardment, like they sacrifice it to kill Flood Pits. It's not super fair. They spent 1 mana, I spent 2. Oh, that's good. They got definitely a piece of removal though.
Takes it on the chin. Bonk.
Well, this thing's still tapped, so I'll just play Mutavault Pass.
And you can destroy that enchantment, can't you?
No, I can't.
Oh,
This thing only
only
destroys artifacts. Yeah. Womp womp. So we're on turn 4. So they have a hand clogged of cards, if we understand correctly.
He's got big mana.
Huh. Still not doing anything.
He's terrified.
They should. Can't play Flame of Anor either.
You can, but you only get 1 move.
So maybe they're just being hyper cautious around counter magic.
You are blue deck.
Counter magic and Harbinger of the Seas. Anyway, I'll play another Flood Pit Strandr.
Can you zap it again while it's down?
Yep. I'll get another stun counter. It's not going to untap anytime soon.
You stay down.
Yeah. You go down, you stay down. And you like it. Sort of want to play a Lord, but we are definitely going to have the Flame of Anor plan up eventually. Maybe, probably.
Yeah, activate Mutivolt.
What is going on here? You have to kill one of these things at some point, right? Oh, they're paranoid as hell. They're ultra paranoid.
Well, look at what you did last game.
I know. You have to kill something here, right? Yeah, you have to kill something. Wish I could counter this. It's not very good use of your cards, but sure. At least it doesn't kill the Lord of Atlantis. That's the most important part.
Ugh.
Oh, you can still exile this, though.
The card should scream when you counterspell them.
Now, if I had more experience with Flame of Anor, it's possible I'm supposed to just target myself and draw some cards here and ignore the stupid Oslet Pride.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
But I don't know better. So we're just going to go to our turn here. And I'll probably attack with Mutavault. Attack with Mutavault and then flame the stupid thing. Oh, I can't do that now. Okay, well. I'm going to play you a little bit more patiently again.
Basically have everything up, though. Both the flame and Stern Skull. Just activate Mutavault. Hit him for 5 damage and draw cards.
I actually think I'm supposed to Flame of Anor this now while the shields are down, because if they kill my Mutavault in response, that's not good. Okay, we're going to let this resolve first. They put another Goblin. Yeah, that's useless over there.
Now he's probably really
And
confused.
now I think I need to fetch out an island. Ugh, maybe that's not true. I was just afraid of drawing two steam vents on my island, but that's so incredibly unlikely. Because if I draw a lightning bolt, I'll sort of regret this. It's probably not the biggest deal, but
you will regret this. 2 lightning bolts.
Huh. Still can't counter it. I still draw cards. Oh, I got another Flame of the North. That's good.
Regenerated itself.
Okay, they are looking... They're sort of looking for lands so that they can get this Seasoned Pyromancer out. So then that's just basically hard removal. I mean, it's just a bunch of creatures. Like one activation of Seasoned Pyromancer. Can't counter that, unfortunately. I can counter what it finds. And then I can blow it up with Flame of Anor afterwards. Ragavan. So far, we're going toe-to-toe with this deck.
Not really. You're up a game.
Well, normally we're just getting blasted off the face of the earth. Okay, so this means we
Card
can
draw.
play... Actually, what we should do...
And it's a visit.
Actually, it's not easy to play, though.
Just put it out there or use the abilities.
No, if I can't use the ability. It has Summoning Sickness. So I can't use this. I can't...
No, I mean Flame of Anor, because it's a wizard.
No, then they're going to sack... This thing is just going to ping it.
Oh.
They sack the Ranger Captain. So what I'm going to do is probably activate Mutavault, kill Ranger Captain. I'm going to draw some cards, and hopefully we draw an island or some blue source so we can play a Lord. And then once we can exhaust all their creatures, hopefully we profit after that. Yeah, I didn't profit off of this.
You got all the lords you need.
Well, next turn we're going to play a lot of Lords. Yeah, I don't want to play Mindspring. It just dies for no reason.
But he could spend a card on it.
Good.
Which doesn't end up hitting your lords.
Well, here's Flage. That's sort of a problem too.
See, now that looks like the guy from Earthbound.
Now if I draw Harbinger of the Seas, it's probably pretty good. Because they can't recast Flage with the mana that they have. And they also can't cast Seasoned Pyromancer. Harbinger of the Seas? Unfortunately, that does not bottleneck the opponent's mana enough. Okay, so they're going to recast Flage next turn. Damn, we are actually not in any position to deal with this Flage. Flage single-handedly just winning here. I can play 2 Lords. How can I do this?
If you had a Relic of Progenitus, you could empty his graveyard.
I'm actually a land short from like doing something pretty serious here because I could put like 3 Lords on the battlefield and that would compete with a Flage. Sort of. So I can put a Lord, I can put Mind Spring, and then when they go play Flage, then I can play Hexcatcher.
Yeah.
Then I play another 2 Lords.
You gotta try. Start your engine.
And then next turn, if I draw land, I can go 2 Lords, Tide Shaper. Maybe that helps me.
Daytona.
Because the thing is, if they get the Flage in play, then they're not going to be really that incentivized to use the Goblin Bombardment. I mean, I guess they could. They do have a lot of cards in the graveyard.
Ooh, it's this guy.
Guide of Souls is evil. I can still play the Flage. Or I guess what you can do is Flage comes into play, kills Lord of Atlantis, and now when I play Hexcatcher, they can exchange the Guide of Souls with the Hexcatcher. You're going to gain a lot of life here. Well, that Flage just switched the whole game around. I'm just going to use my mana. If they want to exchange a Guide of Souls with a Hexcatcher, that's fine. If they want to exchange Flage with Hexcatcher, that's also fine.
Flame Anor.
Would not help me here. Okay, well, it's actually going to help. Okay, that is going to help me a little bit here. Okay, let's put a Lord in play. Let's see, is there going to be any actions here? Because if they don't do anything here... Okay. Okay, maybe there's a chance. Because it's still a triggered ability. Maybe I can... Maybe! Maybe there's a world. Oh, damn it. The actually, the Seasoned Pyromancer will still come get me.
Coming to get you.
Okay, you take 2. Because I can counter this trigger, but I can't... Did they get rid of this? Oh, they got rid of the Seasoned Pyromancer in the graveyard! There is nothing there.
Next turn you can exhaust. Maybe.
No, I'm just going to try to swing for the win. Do I have lethal? This is 4, 4, 8, 11, 14. Crap, I'm down. I'm short 1 damage. Because I can consign this triggered ability.
You might get a lightning bolt.
I could draw a lightning bolt, yeah. That would work. Bam! That card, it was a Hexcatcher. Let's remember that. I opted for that consigned to memory. Wonder what's in their hand. Hopefully lands.
Absolute bupkis.
Do not show another anything. Flage or Young Pyromancer. Stop playing things. Just stop. Stop. In the name of the law.
Stop criminal scum.
Oh, come on. Okay, so they can shoot something, then kill this. But they have to get rid of a Flage. Okay, so they don't want to shoot anything. Because they have to sack one thing to Legend roll first. Okay. Okay, so that didn't turn out impossibly bad. But this, I mean, this slows everything down big time. Oh, they're getting rid of the Tide Shaper. That's not what I thought they would do. Oh, but at the same time, I am dying, so I need, like, Tishana's Tidebinder or something here.
Huge.
Oh, but I don't even have that in my deck. Ah, this is just not good here. Oh, wait a minute, I have the Mind Spring. Okay, so what can I draw here that saves me? I can draw, I don't know, 2... I can't draw that many cards.
Oh wait, there's no sideboard.
Flood Pits Drowner. I could draw Flood Pits Drowner. I can draw Flood Pits. I could get... I can't get 2 Lightning Bolts because I need a red source still. Limit of Anor doesn't work. I guess I'm just trying to draw 1 Flood Pits. There's nothing else for 1 mana.
Consign to memory.
It's not a good plan. So close to. Damn this Flage. Actually, damn this Goblin Bombardment too. It's made my hand very awkward. Boom, 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 boom.
That's gonna do it. You lose.
I have to start chump blocking now. I can chump block with the Mutavault, I guess. No, wait a minute. I could play another Lord. No, but that doesn't work.
Bolt him for Sorting Dominance.
You shoot me.
Could you jump and then bolt the thing?
Yes. It's very hard to pull off. Oh yeah, I could attack for 3, activate Mutavault, block, and then bolt. And maybe they won't actually bolt my Master of the Pearl Trident in fear of that I'm going to flash in a Hex Catcher. I would assume they would just attack my face. Yeah, they are going for my face.
My face.
Fortunately, I still have to deal with another one of these Flages. Oh, I can do it at end of turn, though. Okay, Oslet Pride resolves. Oh yeah, I got shot. Do you have the City's Blessing? Well, we're going to make sure you do not have the City's Blessing. Bzz. Yeah, I can bolt at end of turn so they don't get to play the Flage this turn. Harbinger of the Seas! The seas are calling!
Close enough.
No, it's not. Not in the slightest. Okay, what can I do here? Wail on my opponent. So they're definitely going to play a Flage next turn. How can I maximize the pain? The pain.
Ask Legion of Doom.
How much damage is this? This is quite a bit of damage. I do have a lot of power in play if I attack with everything.
Just send it out there.
So I can attack for 10. They go to 10. Or I can play... Actually, I can play Lord, attack for even way more than that.
Play the cat meow sound effect.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I have to dig for it.
Oh my god. There we go.
There you go. You happy?
Perfect. Yeah.
I don't use sound effects for this channel.
Comment below if you love the cat meowing.
Oh, they didn't even hear it. The desktop audio is off. Okay, so I don't have Island Walk. So if I play a Lord, attack for what would be something like 12. Yeah, it'd be 12. They go to 6, play Flage. They can shoot the Lord. Attack with Oslet Pride. Is that worth it? Maybe I just play this Tide Shaper. The thing is, the Tide Shaper gives me a route to attacking next turn. No, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to get through. So I should play the Tide Shaper and the Lord this turn. And then I'll just have a bunch of blockers.
Yep. That sounds like a plan to me.
Okay, let's play Lord. It's complicated. It's a very complicated turn.
You're thinking too hard.
No, I'm not. Actually, I should have played the Tide Shaper, so this would just be unblockable. Okay, so they don't care. That's fine. Now, Tide Shaper is actually invincible here.
Yeah, he's buffed.
And again, I'll hit the mountain. Oh, it's not invincible. I keep forgetting with the stupid Goblin Bombardment. Oh, no, I'm just dead. Oh, yeah, the Goblin Bombardment is just going to kill me.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do know that. Yeah, I just completely forgot about this thing. I mean, I didn't have anything to do.
He might not even realize it.
So actually attacking here was correct to hope that my opponent, like, blocked. So they're just going to play Flage, hit me for 3, and then sack everything on the board and kill me.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we do. Well, I mean, it was close. I mean, they threw the kitchen sink at us. They did have a slow hand, though. We could have got steamrolled. They had, like, what, no turn 1 play, turn 2 goblin bombardment. That's, like, the crappiest of crap starts.
Oh, he saw the line.
Yeah. It happens, you know? The opponent sees good lines. Is it worth it to keep force negation? Anyway, I liked how Consigned to Memory sort of worked. It sort of worked. Oh, do I want to have Spreading Seas here? I'm on the play now. Maybe Spreading Seas is better than Consigned to Memory on the play. Because we can hit the basic mountain.
That other game against Hoey 6 years ago, I was there. Was that Minneapolis?
Yeah, that was Minneapolis. You were there?
I was there. I saw it.
This hand's poor. It's just too many lands. And Sink It to Super is not that good in this matchup.
Sink It to Stupid.
I'm going to mulligan. This hand is fine. Keep will drop. Don't want to drop anything, to be honest. I think I'm going to drop a Lord. So I can guarantee my... Well, they have a lot of removal. Okay, I'll get rid of Prismatic Vista. Because actually, it looks like I'm probably going to be dumping the Stern Scolding on whatever turn 1 play that they play. This hand also is not ideal because, like, the Lords are not very good.
White mana.
Yeah. Means white creature. Means also countered.
This guy is wearing pants.
Yeah, well, some creatures like to wear pants. They feel a little insecure. How punished can I get if I tap out here? Not super punished.
What does DB stand for? Deadbolt?
No.
Daybreak.
Daybreak. Deadbolt.
Deadbolt Nikachu.
Dead body. Dead body Nikachu. Diabetes.
That man loved diabetes. He
Diabetic bread. I don't know.
He was on TV all the time talking about it.
Dairy barn. Down bad Nikachu. Okay. So this looks like a classic.
Gotcha.
Light. They definitely have removal here. Okay, I think I'm just going to attack. If they kill this, that's fine. We'll play Harbinger of the Seas and rack them. Otherwise, we are going to go for a Flood Pits Drowner. Yeah, they have one removal spell. And they have to be really careful with it. Super careful.
Some pretty big lips on that Flood Pits Drowner. Big lips.
It's a very unusual looking Merfolk.
Yeah. This one needs to go back into the oven for a while.
Yeah. Maybe it was in that oven for too long.
Something out of an H.R. Geiger nightmare.
They used a removal spell.
They were afraid of it.
Don't draw mountain. I didn't want to draw that either. So what am I going to do here? I will go the route. I mean, we're just going to go for the Harbinger of the Seas line.
Yep.
I have nothing really else to go for. And I have to hope my opponent does not have Static Prison. If they have Static Prison, then they have Static Prison, whatever. This is just our best shot. And then if they attack with Ragavan, we easily block with Master of the Pearl Trident. That's Static Prison. Oh, a Johnny. That's actually good news.
Where's Chove Meeple? She should be seen.
Okay, so now, that's changed everything. Because we have Island Walk, and we're going to play a Lord. Ooh, what are we doing here? I think I'm just going to attack with this Lord, though. They can't deal anything. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. Block Rog. Ooh, no, yeah, I can block Ragavan because it's not a cat. Oh, I should have played the Ether Vial.
No, hold it up.
So I'm just hoping against a static prison.
You'll think you're going to have like a litany boot.
Okay, we win. Blue-red Merfolk actually can hang
with the big boys.
With Boros energy, but I knew that before. But the only problem was the one toughness creatures are just completely unplayable. And it's still going to be a tough matchup, but it's just so much more even. I think this deck has more tools. That being said, didn't like both of our wins come from Harbinger of the Seas?
It's a fair card.
The classic way of winning with this deck. Anyway, that was round 2. Let's move on to round 3. Here for round 3, we won the die roll. Hand's honestly not that impressive, but we do have a Mutavault with cards that have 1 generic mana in it, so I'll keep it. We sort of depend on a 4th land so that this hand curves out.
Anybody remember Aether Drift? Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Someone watching like 1 year in the future. I remember Aether Drift.
They mulliganed.
Well, that's some good news. Also, this hand needs to line up with our opponent. If it doesn't, then this hand could be awful. Just get a Steam Vents.
Pretty steamed about it.
Oh, that's well-timed. Mind Spring, thanks. Thanks for showing up. Not. We're up against some sort of control deck.
I wonder what the highway mileage is on this car.
Who knows?
Is it a manual? Transmission?
You're going to kill my Flood Pits Droner?
It's automatic.
No. Guess I'll attack for 2 first. Just in case my opponent has a counter spell. I can probably defend the Mind Spring with Hexcatcher.
I think we're up against the mirror.
No, they don't want to spend a counterspell. Okay, pass. We could be up against the mirror for all I know.
He's got a blue avatar.
Looks like a control deck, though.
Azorius Merfolk.
Do I want to play a Hexcatcher here? Nah, probably not. I can sort of stay put. In fact, I mean, like, we have enough threats on board. I don't really have to do anything.
On board.
Like, I'm just not going to play anything here. Get lost.
Bugger off.
Destroy target creature, sure. It dead.
Get lost.
Guess we'll play another Flood Pit Strander instead then.
Beat it. Take a hike.
I'll use the map tokens on both of them. Flavor Denial is not bad. Don't shame me for my bad card choices.
LOL.
It's good in Pioneer. Yeah, let's get some intel. We got a red source, so might as well play it. You want to kill my creature? You gave me this value. Flame of Anor is on top. Put it into your graveyard? Absolutely not. We'll keep that one. That looks like a good one. Attack for 5. That'll just keep everything up. We'll force our opponent to deal with what's on the board first. If they ever tap out, bam! Fork in the eye. Can't wait too long, though. Well, that is not going to fly around here.
Whatever happened to Jace Vryn's Prodigy?
Completely unplayable after a point. Some point is completely unplayable. Can I just go for the win?
Slam it for 5.
This is what is this? 4, 4, 9, 11. It's a lot of damage.
Can you
Technically not lethal though.
Can you do 5 damage to his face with Flame of Ruin?
No.
Oh, just creatures and planeswalkers?
Yeah.
There had to be a downside.
Yeah, there's always a downside, isn't there? Can you do, hold on, can you do damage? No, just to creatures. So this is only going to be good for drawing cards, basically. I'm just thinking if I play a Lord, put him down to 1, that cuts fetch lands off. I don't know, this seems okay. If they've got Solitude, it also might be important for forcing them to use it. And we still have the Mutavault in the end.
He's at 1. Make your
One
move, pal.
is not 0. It's a Miracles deck too. Remember what happened last time against Miracles? We got screwed badly. That was like I did the calculation. There were other outs, but like the odds of top decking the basic planes into top decking the Terminus, it was like it was less than 1%. It was less than 1%.
And that's why I feel so good for the guy.
I would assume Harbinger of the Seas is not good here, because they should be fetching out basic planes to play around it. Tishana's Tidebinder is good. I mean, maybe there's a world where there's a Spreading Seas plan where you aggressively go after the basics. But
Spreading Seas, yeah.
Won't be going for that. Consigned to Memory is good because, whoa, is it good? Because you can hit the Terminus trigger, but they still draw the card. And they'll still have a Terminus, and they can just put it back on top of their deck and do it all over again. Flame of Anor is going to be fine. It's just instant speed, draw 2 cards. I can shave. It's maybe better than Lightning Bolt.
No, it's not.
Do they have any creatures? Maybe Solitude? Maybe Solitude, maybe Snapcaster Mage? So if I know that they have Snapcaster Mage Solitude, I would definitely side these in. Okay, let's side these all out.
You'll do no such thing.
We'll bring a few of these. They could be dead, though. Could be just stone dead. Any other triggers that I need? It's clearly a Miracles deck, because they're playing with Jace the Mind Sculptor.
You know what this deck is missing? Platinum Empyrean.
This deck or their deck?
Yours.
Oh. Not easy to play in my deck. All the counter spells are good. Everything looks good. And okay, well, I guess we'll just run it like this. Hope this works out. Maybe Lightning Bolt's better, because you can actually target Jace with it. Yeah, I didn't forgot about that at the last second. Hand's great. Not super interactive, but it's fine.
They did not mulligan.
So the hand's good this time. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Tide Shaper is a good draw. It just gives us something to do with the Ether Vial on turn 1.
Maybe.
It gives us something to do with the Ether Vial turn 1. What? Activated disruptor flute. What, for my Ether Vial?
Was this some sort of pithing needle?
They have Field of Ruin too. Yeah, it's basically a pithing needle. Play Prismatic Vista. Looks like we're gonna go get a.
What's the difference?
Huh?
What's the difference between this and the needle?
You name a card, and it just spells with the chosen name cost 3 more to cast.
Oh.
And as flash, so I could cast the card, and in response they play the card. They do something. We're gonna play this Flood Pits and Tide Shaper at end of turn. I'll get the mountain for our flame. And damn it.
Ooh, spicy.
That's rude.
It was used on that and not a lord.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just gonna be fine. I'll just let that happen. We gotta save force negation for bigger and better things. Third land? No. Would like a third land because countering Jace is gonna be important. Jace is annoying.
He's a mind sculptor.
Yeah, still sculpting minds, even after all those years.
What's that card worth on paper?
Jace the Mind Sculptor?
Yeah, because you got four of them.
Not much.
Ooh, you should have sold those a long time ago.
The best time to sell it was like when it was in standard. What is Brain Surge? Draw 4 cards and put 2 cards. Sure. I don't really care, to be honest. Still put like Entreat the Angels or some crap. Oh, I should put Flood Pits in play right now.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Or is it worth it?
Yes. Get it out there. It's 2 damage.
Because I have to sack something of this force negation. Maybe I just put this in play. Oh, sorry, this thing has to resolve. Do I put a Lord or the Flood Pits Drowner? Okay, if I put Flood Pits Drowner, I can attack for, what is this, 3, 6, 8, and threaten to kill my opponent next turn. So it's going to be like Terminus or Bust. Oh, maybe I should have cast this for... Oh, no, I still have time to cast this. Okay, let's see. Does this resolve? Okay, it does. We'll put the Lord. We'll attack for 8, threaten to kill next turn. It's sort of an all-in play.
No. Ooh.
That's useful.
Yeah, because now you don't have to pitch a Lord.
Well, I might have to pitch a Lord. Well, I was going to pitch the Flame of Anor, but if I want to use both of these, I'm going to have to pitch a Lord. Only attacking for 8 here.
Ha!
What a surprise!
Not this time, pal. This isn't the same guy.
Could be, I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think somehow this is like a bit of a janky deck that people are pretty excited about. Classic Blue Eye Control.
No, his name was Hotboy69.
Oh yeah, Hot Boy. Probably the only username we could possibly remember. Hot Boy, that Hot Boy gonna get some 69 tonight. I think I can put this Lord in play and... Oh god, actually, is this gonna work? Yeah, it's gonna sort of work. Oh, they might be able to draw a card and like hit me again. Oh, that's gonna help me. Turns on my force negation. Okay, that's good.
Maybe you'll just get another Lord anyway.
Maybe.
Lord of Atlantis.
Oh, that's the worst draw. That was just stone cold the worst possible thing I could draw. At least they go to 1. This Field of Ruin is sort of a beating for them.
No, you're done.
Oh, they just decided, okay, that's it. I know it. Yeah, they know it's on top of their deck. All right, nice, clean. This time we beat Miracles. The way, as I expected. Anyway, that was round 2. Let's move on to round 3. Sorry, man. We were done with round 3, moving to round 4. And in round 4, we're on the draw, and our hand is very strong on the draw.
They're mulliganing.
A lot of flash speed cards, and we have Ether Vial. Plus, we have a little bit of... We actually have all the interaction.
They went to 5.
Interaction for spells, interaction for lands, interaction for creatures. So this is the perfect combination. If they go to 5, usually means that it's...
Tron.
Nah, it's not Tron anymore. It's Eldrazi. That's a new big mana deck in town. Beating up on Tron. Okay, well, that is not what I was expecting. Mulliganing down 5, so their first
Death
2 hands
Shadow.
really sucked. Ragavan, I assume. Oh no! So Burning Inquiry is great for us if we have Ether Vial in play. It is very bad if we don't have Ether Vial in play. This is Hollow One. Keep our Ether Vial. No! That was awful. It could not be worse. And this could not get worse. You're gonna have another one?
I thought they banned this combo.
At least we have flood. They threw away our best cards. It was rude as hell. Well, they banned Faithless Looting, and it's back. It's back, and it's arguably better than ever. No, I'm just kidding. It's crappier than ever.
Yeah, because
But
Arclight Phoenix is gone.
It's given some credence to Hollow One coming back. So this hand is not too bad given the circumstances. We have a Force Negation for the next stupid thing that they play, and we can Flood Pit Strandor this, and maybe actually just completely turn the corner.
Yeah.
That's right. You can attack me. Go for it. Aggro deck.
Pretty hollow.
Very hollow. Dothy Voidwalker. Ugh. That's not good to see either. Especially since I have nothing on the board. Okay, what do I want to do? Maybe I'm going to Flood Pits the Dothy, because I can't deal with that. And then we Otawara this thing eventually one day. I'm going to get hit by... I'm going to get kicked in the face a few times, though.
Also, what I meant to say last time was, is there any Merfolk with Shadow, not Shroud? That's what I meant to say.
I want to say yes, but I don't know.
Send me to the comments.
Can I turn the corner with this hand? Flood Pits this, take 4, play Lord, attack for 4, then attack for a bunch. Otawara this at some point. Could you just stop it? Just stop. I don't even have anything in play. I have nothing. This is as bad as of a hand as it could possibly be.
You're gonna bounce my human?
Yeah, you're gonna bounce my human. We probably have to counter this. Not really in a position to take any more heat. Maybe I have to Flood Pits the Hollow One first.
Yeah.
Take 3. So it's gonna be I take 3, then I take 3 again. It just minimizes the most damage and gives me the most
best clock.
Like comeback chances. Like even if I can't block this thing, that's fine. It's the slowest clock. Like it's 6 turns. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have Fatal Push in hand. They're holding on to something. Well, these draws are terrible. What's the fast? Okay, I guess the fastest clock is just put Lord in play. Put Lord in play. Attack for 3. Next turn, attack for 7. And maybe we can use Otawara on a following turn. Bouncing Hollow One is not bad. Why am I holding priority here? That's just weird. Can't really play around Fatal Push. They got it. They got it.
They don't have it.
Every damage counts here.
You're not gonna zap that thing back into his deck?
No, I have to. I'm just gonna race it. Yeah, I'm just gonna race it.
You might get another Flood Pit Strandor anyway.
I sort of just plan to bounce it.
Oh, with
Yeah, with Otawara. Get hit for 3, go to 9. Then they can hit me for 9. Sorry, for 7, I go down to 2. I can bounce this thing, and then I think I can race. I mean, it depends on like what they draw. They could draw garbage, or they could draw good stuff. It looks like they're planning for a flashback on Faithless Looting here.
That's what they should have ratted, the flashback. We'll bring it back, but we're getting rid of that.
Well, does something? What can they play? They can play my Force Negation and my Scalding Tarn.
Play
Well,
you like a
technically, they
fiddle.
can't. They can't play either of these things. Gotta remember, they can play my cards.
If they play their cards right, they can play yours.
I think this is Faithless Looting. Like, what else is this? I should mention, oh, or we could draw Flame of Anor. That would be amazing. Pow pow. I should mention, I think in 2025 we should have an amazing matchup versus Hollow One. I mean, we have all the answers now, between like subtlety, force negation, flare of denial.
This deck sure sucked
this
when it came out.
this
though.
card's really strong. Whenever you discard one or more cards, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. Sure.
Shark Pirate.
Okay, so they actually want to set up a much bigger turn.
This guy looks a little out of place in this deck. A short.
Well, when you discard a card, get value.
This shark is a traitor. Fighting fish.
Flame of an. Oh, actually, Flame of Anor doesn't work here because I don't have a wizard in play. But I do have the Prismatic Vista.
Just bounce a thing.
How does this work? It costs 2 less to cast for each card you've cycled or discarded this turn. So they're going to draw a card. Faithless Looting. Discard 2. If the last card that they have is not a land, I can bounce this. This is going to be for... They're going to attack me for 6. I attack for 5. You go to 8. I have to interact with the board. Basically, I have to interact with the board.
Oh, this is an Aether Drift card.
Oh, they're going to block. I wasn't really expecting that. Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. And we'll Otawara this hollow one. And hopefully it doesn't get recast. It's also important to keep track of like your lands. I have no basic island, and I only have like one more basic island I can get off of this Prismatic Vista.
The only basic around here is you, dummy. You're gonna get there. 5-0.
It's still really close. If they attack me for 3, like I don't have a very good clock at all. I mean, the clock is fine, I guess. But their clock is also pretty dangerous.
Let's get dangerous.
I don't understand why it's holding priority on me constantly.
Your
Or
opponent.
maybe it has something to do with my cards going into the exile zone. What's interesting, I could block this. So if I block this, does that help me? I'll have 5 power in play, and I won't actually erase this card anymore.
Just get it out of here. I don't want to see it any longer.
Also, it helps me use my Ether Vial mana to vial in this Hex Catcher. So I'll take 3, go to 5.
You're ahead of the game.
So to recast the hollow one, they need to play Faithless Looting and play a land.
Okay.
Maybe they'll just discard the
Maybe he'll resign on the spot.
hollow one. Just discard the hollow one. Yeah. Oh, they discard 2 hollow ones, which means their last 2 cards are pretty impressive.
Most impressive.
Hopefully, it's not lightning bolts.
Life gain.
Can't draw. Why can't I draw like something decent when I need it? I'm gonna flash in the Hex Catcher, so that if they play Burning Inquiry, then maybe I can discard this Spiral Bluff Canal and flash something in with Ether Vial. So I can counter once.
Tap out big.
Yeah,
Just
I
tap
can sack this Flood Pit Strandor to
Tap
counter
out
something.
big.
Oh, that does nothing. Oh, they're dead. It's GG. What is this for 1 red?
The lightning bolt.
I can counter this, can I?
Bye-bye.
And you can't block my creatures. It's interesting. It's an aura on the stack. It's technically not a creature spell. Did you have a land? Screw that up.
3,
Turns out that was
2,
very, very important.
1.
Can you do this again? Cost 1 red, collect evidence 6. Oh, so you need like 1 red mana.
How about plant evidence 6?
How does this work? It's +2 and flying and haste. Well, yeah, if they could replay it, then it would be GG. Are they thinking, oh, did they blow the game? Because they could have put it on this Dothy Voidwalker instead. And that would have just been 5 damage. Oh, our opponent punted big time. Right? Collect evidence 6. Flying haste. Yeah, they just had to put it on this Dothy. There was no reason to put it on this one. I guess they were scared of my last land, but they're dead on board. They have to go for it. Now they're pretending like they can block when I know they can't. What are you gonna? Oh, you can, cat. You can play my Flood Pits Drowner. No, I had to sack the Hex Catcher. Interesting. So I punted because they now had access to my Flood Pits Drowner.
Maybe you'll just...
and if I gave them, oh no, but they could still cast one of these cards. So it didn't matter. Oh, it's interesting. It's a cool game.
Maybe you'll just get another Flood Pits.
Well, I still have to deal with...
Oh, he's got the trigger.
Stuff. Yeah, of course, they got the trigger.
No!
I don't even know what I want here.
This is getting a little weird.
It's getting very, very weird. Weird is...
Lightning Bolt!
Does this help me? Probably not. Or maybe. No, probably not. So close yet so far.
The good news is they're not Lord of Atlantis, so it's not pumping up your...
Yes. That's the good news. Why is it holding... I don't want it to hold priority. Just pass the priority when I play Ether Vial.
Sorry, bud.
And then they're going to go for this bestow thing again, but this time they'll definitely tap out. Pay 2 life. Why would you do that? Because now I can... No. Oh, they're just feeding this thing? Hold on, what is this? With total mana value 6 or greater, they had more than 6 mana in the graveyard. Another Goyf. I don't know what they're doing! Burning Inquiry, that's fine. They want to put a big Phoenix on the board? Oh my god, I got a lightning bolt.
Just do it.
Unbelievable.
Just do it.
Well, I don't have priority yet. I have a lightning bolt. What
a game.
I don't get what's going on here. Can't they... How does this work? Bestow to pay the... doesn't come from the gray... Or, oh, it has to be cast from hand. To pay the bestow cost, pay a red, exile cards with total mana value 6 or greater. Oh, I see. I thought they could be playing it from the graveyard. That's what I was mistaken about.
Oh, sorry,
okay,
bud.
so I was paranoid about nothing. I just thought that I thought this card can be played from the graveyard. Red, just bestow. No, it has to be. Oh, you may cast Detective's Phoenix from your graveyard using its bestow ability. Doesn't that work? Oh, they're gonna play. Oh, they're gonna play my Hex Catcher. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Now what? Oh no, but I can counter that. Thank god. What a stupid game. Okay, so can't they just play the bestow thing? Like, they just pay a red, bestow the stupid thing. I have to sack my entire board. I guess they're just paranoid about my last card. You gonna counter this or what? Are you gonna pay it or what?
What a game. What a game.
Yeah, what a weird game, too. I don't know, comments like was I lost? I mean, there's a world where I guess they didn't want to go all in on their one creature because if I have a Flood Pits Drowner or like another Ottawa, they were going to lose.
Question mark in the chat.
What?
You're dead.
What? Hitting you for 3. Or they just don't understand why I have Lightning Bolt in my deck?
Yeah.
Where this lightning... Yeah, where did this Lightning Bolt come from in the Merfolk deck?
Surprise.
They don't understand that I can't sack.
I hope he scrubs out the whole match in frustration. Come on.
They're definitely writing something out right now.
Oh, 2 pay, 1 triggers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Okay, I think we got lucky.
No.
Yeah, you may play this from your graveyard. Okay, so maybe I didn't get lucky. We have 1 card in our hand, and they wanted to play around any card like Floodpit's Drowner or Ottawa or Sink into Stupor, which can bounce their creature and would blow them out. So I guess that was the deal. I am relatively confident that Harbinger of the Seas doesn't work here very well. Floodpits is super awesome. Stern Scolding is probably good. It's possible Spreading Seas plus Harbinger is good, but I sort of want to play to the board. Lightning Bolt's going to be very good in this matchup. Flame of Anor is going to be amazing because you can just blow up the hollow one, plus another random creature on the battlefield. The counter spells are not going to... well, Flare of Denial is probably not useful. Force Negation is going to be great, because all you need to do is slow them down early. Like, if you Force Negate the Faithless Looting or Burning Inquiry, that could be just backbreaking, just setting them back a lot of turns. I don't have a lot of faith in Harbinger of the Seas in this matchup. They have enough basics, and they're hyper aggressive. I don't really see myself locking them out reliably, at least. Stern Scolding. I can hit Voidwalker. I want to say like these cards are not super great in this matchup because they can be really awkward depending when I draw them. Tishana's Tidebinder seems fine just because it's a flash speed card. And a lot of the creatures have some sort of trigger, some sort of stupid ability. Okay, let's bring them in, and we'll bring in Stern Scolding. Maybe I'm on the draw, so I'll bring in more Stern Scolding. How many creatures? 23? Sure. And also, this is a wizard for our Flame of Anor anyway.
It's a wizard, Harry.
Is Consign any good? Can counter Hollow. I think it only counters Hollow one. There's probably some other triggers, but it's not important. I have no blue mana. Also, Hexcatch is probably pretty bad in this matchup. Although, weirdly, it helped us last time. Mulligan this.
All things considered, he hung in there pretty well, mulliganing to 5.
This hand's fine. I will keep. It'll hang. Oh, no, hold on. Cancel. And go get this mountain again if I need to.
That's
yeah,
a nice
I need the blue mana.
Have you seen that photo of the 7-Eleven in front of Fiji?
A what?
There's a 7-Eleven in Japan, and
in front of Fiji?
Well, yeah, in front of that mountain. It's a nice looking picture. It's just the contrast between the two.
I think I'm just gonna pass.
In the background.
Depending what our opponent does, I'll bolt this thing or something. If they play another creature, like if they go Thothy Voidwalker, I'll just Stern Scolding it. If they attack for 1, I'll just take 1. Okay, I'll give it a counter. I think I have to kill it now.
Yeah.
Because if I don't,
Yep.
like they could Street Wraith or Cycle in response. So we're just not going to take a chance here.
That's right. Look at how much work he's already done for you.
If they can Cycle and Street Wraith here, that would really suck. Then we get blown up badly.
A lightning bolt coming to screw you again, opponent.
Because they have 2 mana up for a Cycle. And if they want to crack fetch land, cycle a card to hopefully find a Street Wraith, that would be way too risky. Okay, I'm just going to let it die.
The often cycled but never seen Street Wraith.
Yes.
Now he's mad. He's furious.
It's okay. We can deal with this for the most part.
Thank God it has summoning sickness. Pay it. Yeah.
Well, that's not good. Oh, they want a Burning Inquiry? Which would be awkward. Oh. Okay, so it's going to be a 6/6 flyer. So if I get rid of it with Flood Pits, if I understand correctly, I believe the Detective Phoenix stays on the battlefield. So maybe we just want to keep it there.
Sorry, bud.
I'm not.
Getting tapped out.
I'm not sorry at all. I did that on purpose. Oh, they have Bowmasters. This is terrible. I do have the Stern Scolding, but, well...
I thought this card was banned.
No. It's just highly unplayed. I guess some decks still play it. We're not drawing very well either.
The ring was what was banned.
If we were on the play, this would have worked out because we would have had Stern Scolding and Flood Pits at the same time.
He's doing a lot of work for you.
Yeah, but not enough. This thing's going to get unlocked at some point. Oh no, not another one. How much mana? Oh, Street Wraith is expensive.
Yeah, that's why it's
Oh,
off
they
the
need
cycle they've never
6?
seen.
So they, well, they're short then.
Is there an Avenue Wraith? A Boulevard Wraith, perhaps? A cul-de-sac Wraith?
The Boulevard Wraith. The Road Wraith. Road Rage Wraith. Countered. You probably saw it coming. Oh yeah, they can now pay for the Detective's Phoenix. It's like, what are they doing?
Wow.
Well, this is gonna be, well, what are my what are my sideboard decisions gonna be next game? I guess we're gonna bring back in those Harbinger of the Seas. They are really not respecting it either. They just like absolutely did not give an F. They should have got a basic mountain with that. Oh, they couldn't get a basic mountain with this one. Maybe their mana's been awkward. Okay, well, we drew very poorly. Well, we have to now go all in on playing around Bowmasters, which is very frustrating. We'll bring in the last Stern Scolding, bring in Harbinger of the Seas, take out Hexcatcher, take out one Flood Pits, I guess. Maybe I want Flare of Denial on the play, just to counter a hollow one or something. How many creatures? 22 creatures? That's too low. Okay, I'm just going to stick with what I have here.
Yep. Submit deck. You gotta go for it.
I'm not in love with this, but I don't hate it either.
Mulligan, come on. Dang.
Now, do I play a Tide Shaper on turn 1? I think I do. Just guarantees that or increases the chances I'll have a Tide Shaper
On
available.
the board.
I'll have a Tide Shaper, or I'll have a Wizard in play by turn 3. Hopefully Flame of Anor is good here. Oh, Flame of Anor is also risky because of Bowmasters. Bowmasters is a good counter to Flame of Anor, unfortunately. Burning Inquiry. Do not F my hand.
It got better.
Not really, but I'll take it. It got weird. Got weirder. Oh, they're on one land. Okay. Well, oh no, that was their turn 1. We're going to go for this line anyway. The Tide Shaper.
Yep.
I'll get a mountain.
Mountain.
Need a red source, and I don't want to hit myself with steam vents.
You kept the one lander, didn't you, OP? Sometimes the red deck can get away with that. Sometimes it can't. You got nothing else. You got no other land. Pass the turn. Dang it.
Maybe another Burning Inquiry. Oh, they discarded Hollow One. That's what happened last time. This is Goblin Lore or whatever? Rough. Deal 2 damage to each creature without flying.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, it was rough. It's a good card versus us.
Well, you got your third land anyway.
This is even more rough. Okay, we'll play this. I don't even know what to do here. I guess I'll play the Sink. No, maybe I should play the Mutavault.
Yeah, because it's...
I'm just afraid of like another Burning Inquiry. No, I'll play the Sink. Because I don't want to take any more. I just don't want to take damage if I can help it. So I will only get badly punished if they have Bowmasters.
Faithless Looting.
That guy's fine. That's also fine.
Where's Norn the Wary when you need him?
Yeah, good question. Where are you, Norn?
Somebody's going to break that card wide open.
They found a Detective Phoenix. So how big can this get? Pretty big?
Is that supposed to be a play on that Ace Phoenix guy?
Oh, they have to go get a Blood Crypt off of this, huh?
Is that sort of some sort of play on that Ace Phoenix detective?
I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Oh, they're going to play another Goyf. Didn't really see that coming. This is sort of fine, because what ends up happening here with another Goyf is if they want to shrink their graveyard, by all means, do it. I don't care.
Okay.
Target player draws 2 cards and 5 damage. I want to draw cards. I want to kill this thing. And I have a wizard.
Big stuff. Huge. Massive. Come on.
Oh, they're planning to play Detective's Phoenix on this thing. That's not good. I can't kill this Nether Goyf, actually. So they're going to put the Phoenix on. It's going to be a... Oh, no, the Phoenix might shrink the graveyard, though. So we'll see. I can't play both these red cards. This Prismatic Vista can't find a second red source, because this can only find basic lands, and it's right over here.
Which is why you're going to draw one. Naturally.
Yeah, Harbinger of the Seas would be not bad at any point in this game, because it would shut off most of their black mana, which still casts like a huge chunk of their deck, including Nether Goyf. So how much can you exile here? Well, there's a hollow one, so it doesn't actually shrink the graveyard that much. So I get hit for 7. I can attack back for some sum of damage.
You can't just chump block.
I don't want to chump block.
But you gotta...
Well, this thing will make it fly.
Oh, okay. Like an eagle, in fact. Come on.
Oh, maybe they're going to go for flashback on Faithless Loading?
How dare he.
I have a feeling they have removal in hand. I just have a feeling. How many creatures are in here? 1, 2... Oh, and I have to get rid of creatures? No, they can get rid of anything, right? Exile, total mana value 6 or greater. Okay, I do draw a Scalding Tarn, so we can play Bolt Flame.
Yep.
Can't remember. Can this get played from the graveyard? It can. Get hit for another 5. Bolt Flame. Oh, they probably have Bowmasters here.
1 damage. It's coming in heavy. Poof.
Maybe not. Okay, I guess I'll just pass. The hell is this?
Your worst nightmare.
3 mana, instant Kozilek's Return? Oh, Kozilek's Command.
Cold Again, another card I haven't seen in a million years.
I don't think I'm winning this matchup with the way we sideboarded. It's just not working. There's too many 2-for-1s here. And the creatures are too big. So I'm sort of in a spot where I need to play this Flame of Anor right now. But it's like really bad value. I could kill this, but then it comes back. Exile the number of cards with 4 or more card types among them. Well, we might as well do it. Okay, let's cast. We're going to draw 2 cards, deal 5 damage. Oh, hold on. I should cancel. Let's go get a Steam Vents. I absolutely need that.
Big.
Damn. Quite a bit of a turn short here. Okay. This is the combo, to be honest. Ooh.
Nothing changes.
Oh no, we needed the Tide Shaper. It doesn't matter. I think we're just dying to this Detective Phoenix thing. Unless I can find a quality what's it called? Bounce spell or something. But that's one of our bounce spells on the board. Yeah, now we're just really desperate to deal with this card.
Flood Pit's Drowner.
No, that's not going to do it.
Dang. Good job, opponent.
I think we still have good game versus this deck, but it's going to be hard. Orcish Bowmasters in the deck. I don't know how many copies, but it just like undermines our deck at large. Remember, we're still in the world, the environment, assuming that Bowmasters is not very good. If Breach gets banned at the end of the month and Bowmasters comes back, this deck instantly becomes unplayable, like all our other versions of Merfolk. But yeah, that's my take. I think we should still have some game. Maybe the game would have been completely different if we didn't get roughed at the beginning, because that was rough. It was a little too rough. Just completely destroyed us. Anyway, that was round 4, and we'll see you in round 5. Here for round 5, we won the die roll, but we have no lands. Mulligan. We have lands. I guess we're going to keep this.
Whatever happened to Jace, Varin's Prodigy?
This hand, honestly, is not very good. Well, this really sucks, because we could be up against a deck where either Lightning Bolt is really good or Flare of Denial is really good. But I'm down cards, so I'm going to dump the Flare.
They went to 6. They went to 5.
Well, that's not good.
This is
The,
just that other
the
guy.
odds that I would say the lower they go down on cards, the more valuable Flare of Denial gets. I want the option to bolt something on turn 1.
You got a George Costanza everything. Do the opposite of what you would normally.
Well, in that case, I'd be doing a lot of losing at this point. I wonder what they wonder when I'm on. Oh, I don't have to take damage. That's great. This is a pretty pathetic start, though.
It's getting better.
I don't know what this is yet.
How is that an island, swamp, or mountain?
What is this? Some sort of combo deck. Some sort of combo deck. Or not?
You have a lightning bolt. I have a lightning bolt.
Yeah, you thought you're the lightning bolt player. Ha! I meet your lightning bolt with my lightning bolt. Although they sort of won in the exchange. They spent 1 mana to kill my 2 mana thing. I spent 1 mana to kill their 1 mana thing.
Yeah, but that thing can generate treasure tokens and steal your cards. You won.
Yeah, I guess you could look at it that way. Their card is worth so much more than my card. My card sucks.
That's right.
No one plays these cards. Except me. But what is this? Xander's Lounge. What do you need Xander's Lounge in this deck? This
Maybe
is a Grixis deck?
Maybe to play Lord Xander.
I'm confused. I'm very confused. I don't know what the deck is. I'm not familiar. It'll become clear. Oh, it's just adding more comp. Oh, it's Zoo. It's Zoo, and they just threw away another Ragavan. Too slow?
I thought it said Lush Potato.
Stop playing. Just don't play anything. Want to counter something? Ah.
You got
Is worth 4 Flare of Denial?
Yes,
It doesn't
it
have
is.
Vigilance right now. You have to attack it with it in the air. Okay, I'm going to let it resolve, and I'm just going to counter the next thing that they play.
Floodpitch Drowner.
Because I need stuff in play to win. And I will have 5 power in play between this Mutavault and this Master of the Pearl Trident. They might just keep this on defense, though. No, we want Flame of Anor. That would be great. We have the Mutavault. Our opponent is playing so slowly.
Maybe he's a backgammon player.
I think they're playing...
Backgammon.
No. They're double queuing, though. Or they're just distracted. I don't like it when they hold priority on upkeep. It usually just means that
It's bad sportsmanship.
they're double queuing.
Don't worry, I'll whisper into Richard Garfield's ear about it.
Well, that's not good. I can't let the... Ugh. Yeah, I'm just going to counter this.
For full retail.
It's not good, though. They have red, white, white. They have double red. They need 1 more white.
You have more counter spells in the deck. Here comes
Harbinger
one
of the
now.
Seas. Not Harbinger of the Seas. All right, we got like 1 turn to like make the best of this. Because if they draw 1 land, we doomed.
I'm doomed. Oh no.
Okay, we're dead. I guess they're gonna get some sort of shock source. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, kill Master of the Pearl Trident. Yeah, I countered the front face of Flage because they missed their land drop. So I thought it was worth it to put the pressure on. I still think it was worth it to put the pressure on.
Fudge. Wow.
Yeah, they could do. Oh yeah, they played the Exert on Arena of Glory.
Wow.
That's magic.
That's Aether Vial. That's what it does.
Okay, cards. Harbinger of the Seas is fine. Hexcatcher is just brutally terrible. Lightning Bolt shouldn't be that good. Consign to Memory is okay. Can hit Flage, can hit Scion of Draco. Also hits, I don't know how many, I don't know if we need 4. It also hits Leyline Binding. I definitely should have Flood Pit's Drowner in here. I don't really want any of these counter spells. Don't want to 2-for-1 myself. Flame of Anor is fine because it can blow up the Scion. If I'm allowed to target it. But also it kills all the other things. Okay, let's bring in Harbinger of the Seas. Stern Scolding doesn't hit things very well. Because their powers can change depending on the board state. And then the targets aren't legal anymore. 9. I guess I'm going to put 1 Hexcatcher in here. Sure. Because if they play a ley line of whatever, all the colors, you can reset it with your card. Keep.
Move history stuck.
We're just going to play a Tide Shaper for nothing.
They went to 5.
They did that last time, and they won big time.
Good for them.
They won bigly.
Go to 4.
We got completely crushed. Oh, they got the ley line too.
I was about to say, why did they get to play something?
That means they gave us Natural Island Walk. Ha! Fool. You put 1 land in play, doesn't matter what it is. Ha! Walked right into my trap. Guess I'm just going to pass. I don't want this Ragavan to actually hit me. And if they go for Scion of Draco, we can consign to memory it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Got him.
See, that's what you should have counted.
Don't have hexproof on the stack.
Should have counted that thing first game.
Oh, this is going to destroy them. Because they can't fetch for basics. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so we'll crack. Go get Mountain. Crack. Go get Island. Yeah, this actually is going to undermine the ley line.
Backbreaking.
It's not really supposed to happen. With 2 fetch lands in play. Yeah, that's right. You have blue mana now.
Whoa!
Oops. So they need. So the way this interact. So with because of timestamps, now all the lands that come into play become islands. They're not all abilities. But what they could have done is crack Arid Mesa. Go get. I mean, I don't know what basics they have in their deck. Go get Mountain or go get Plains, and then they would be invincible to a Harbinger of the Seas. And that 1 basic can tap for all colors.
Resigned on the spot.
It was nice.
He still had full 20 health.
They saw that board state before.
From you.
All land hand.
He mulliganed.
Mulligan again. Hand is fine. 2 Harbinger of the Seas. I'll keep it.
They went to 5.
Sort of unlucky on their part. They keep mulliganing down to nothing.
Not luck.
I guess they just want that. They might be one of those players that just want that godlike hand. They need that leyline Scion hand at all costs.
This guy probably gambles a lot.
Okay, do you have that leyline? Nope, no leyline. Dumping leyline. Okay, land is good. Fetch out island.
It's so stupid that you could only mulligan if you got like 7 lands originally. That was like the.
Oh no, it was an all lands or no lands.
Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, that was no. I think in the beginning it was like you were not allowed to mulligan. Period. That was just a rule. No mulliganing around here. Tide Shaper. Our hand is turning quite nice. safe for the most part. Because we can flood pits this thing.
It's a big Cavu.
It is a big Cavu.
You love to fetch out the basics.
I do. I want to preserve my life total as high as possible in matchups where my opponent's going to be aggro. Oh! I'm getting got there. Okay. I didn't think that that was something I had to play around. Sure.
No ETBs?
Yeah, no ETBs allowed. Oh, I would double block here if I could. I can't. I should have played Tide Shaper and went in. So annoying. Okay, what's the best way to use my hand here? Because I have a bunch of 1-drops. Maybe I put the Mind Spring in play first. And then if I don't draw a land, I can play Tide Shaper with Kicker and hit this thing. I don't know if this is the more important color. Actually, I can also... No, I'm just going to draw for my turn.
Get it all in there.
I could say no. It actually might be worth it to say no here.
You could say no.
Use either advisability. Because, like, what punishes me? I guess if I draw a 2-drop, that would suck. But I have 2 1-drops in hand. Is the deal.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no.
Hey, all right.
Okay, so...
Turns off his lance.
Attack for 2, I guess. Yeah, it might be game over here. Tried to defeat my ETBs. Well, what about this? That doesn't have ETB at all. And also now that... Oh, this is a 1-1 now. Totally forgot about that, too. Would you like to attack?
Does he realize it's a 1-1?
We're going to find out in a minute. I guess they have to... Our opponent has to dig for something.
He's done. 4-1.
We got the 4-1 against the Zoo deck.
Harbinger of the Seas is just taking this meta.
Well, it's taken every single meta. All right, did the red splash help? Yeah, I think it did. I think it helped us in a lot of games. Harbinger of the Seas also special shutout, just won a bunch of games anyway. But like being able to lightning bolt creatures on turn 1. I mean, maybe I have to go back and look at the footage to see how often it actually mattered. Because I know we played these cards. I mean, like against Boros Energy, there was a match where we lost, but it was really close. Like we didn't get steamrolled like we normally do. But then again, they had like a poor on average hand. But still, you know, making it close, even when they have a poorer than average hand, because usually we're just completely behind. I think this is viable. I don't regret much of the deck design whatsoever. I think it's good. Unless, I don't know, a 4th Harbinger of the Seas should be in the main for like another wizard. But I don't think so. I think I'm happy where it is. But again... If Bowmasters is going to be really big, this deck is just going to suck. That's just 1 toughness creature, 1 toughness creature, 1 toughness creature. The whole thing folds. So our whole future is banking on Bowmaster being horribly unpopular between now and
forever.
Hopefully for forever. This is not happening. It's not happening in Legacy. It's still very popular in Legacy, but just for the time being, it's not popular in Modern. All right, if you like this deck, give a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed it. You got a little more Mind Spring Merfolk action in addition to everything else. And we definitely got to see some power out of the Flame of Anor. All right, everyone. This has been Nikachu, Merfolk Master, with his brother playing Flame of Anor Merfolk in Modern.